Another week has passed in the world of The Division, and to be honest, it's been a pretty quiet week. That is, if you've been able to log in at all. Let's talk more about that. First, a thank you to my supporters over on Patreon, more on how you can support at the end of the video. Alright, like I said in the intro, overall it's been a pretty quiet week news-wise, which I'm not too surprised about. The devs are currently lying low, getting ready for the beginning of the next season and Year 5, hopefully starting in June. However, there has been a small wave of stealth bans rolled out recently. I haven't spoken to anyone who this has actually happened to myself, so I can't speak on the accuracy, but many players, including a few content creators, are reporting vaguely reasoned bans on their accounts. Not too sure what's happening here, but if these are false bans, I hope these get overturned sometime soon. The Division Resurgence recently has released a quick article going over what we can expect from PvP in the mobile title. It talks about the Dark Zone and its very own take on conflict, very similar to what we've seen in The Division 2. If you'd like more info on that, I did do a full video going over the article, I will link in the description below. Things are still pretty quiet on the Heartland front, but like many of you, I have my ear pressed to the ground, waiting for that moment any news drops. On to events. This week sees the second week of the Anti-League, a pretty easy league overall. I managed to get the full league completed last week using a headshot pistol build with a Memento backpack, Headhunter on the chest and Determined on the pistol to clear True Sun's control points for the headshots. And for the Disrupt Black Tusk, I used a max skill haste build and the Gemma Pulse running the invaded missions. This week also sees the beginning of everyone's favourite global event, Golden Bullet, a great GE to buff players, so if there's anything you're looking to farm, this might be the time to get those fast clears and hopefully more drops. Let's take a look at a few vendor highlights for this week. At the DC Base Operations vendor, they are selling a test subject. This comes with perfect in sync and is a great assault rifle for a skill build while you're waiting to get your hands on a capacitor. The Countdown vendor has a pair of firm handshake gloves, a great pair of gloves for status effect builds, definitely worth a pickup while they are available. The Castle vendor has an Empress holster with armor regen and skill haste, reroll armor regen to skill damage for a nice skill build holster. While we are at the Castle vendor, they're also selling a Fenris mask with weapon damage, crit chance and skill damage, reroll skill damage to crit damage for a nice mask for an assault rifle build. Taking a look at the known issues board for this week, the main thing that jumps out at me is we've seen the conflict reward revamp move from in progress to fix ready. This is something I'm actually really looking forward to. I've never had a lot of fun with conflict in the Division 2, so I am pretty excited to have a reason to jump back in and give it another go. The Resource Convoy XP revamp has also moved to fix ready, although I am pretty sure they already said this was reverted with the last patch, but maybe not. Is there anything I've missed this week? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And as always, a massive thank you to my supporters over on Patreon for helping me make this channel the best it can be. If you'd like to join them, you can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. You'll find a link to the Patreon in the description below, or consider clicking join and becoming a channel member. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.